Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Russell Schaefer. So today what I'm doing in this one part of the lecture, what I'm doing, I'm actually setting up a dual arts plate that I have for my home lab for my mini EKS that I have here. So I bought a fresh mini EKS. Um, I'm trying to build print dentures for my house. Because why not? Even if I don't have dentures, I've got two nice printers in my office now. Decided to bring some stuff to home. Um, Yeah, let's set the Rick Ferguson place here at the house. So yeah, here's how we're gonna do it. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna kind of a little bit take apart. AKS just slightly. We're gonna install the dual arch plate. This is a used one that I have. It's gotten beaten up, as you can see. We have my heater right here too. Again, pretty well beaten up as well. You might see my poodle puppy walking at some point as well, so I'm apologize about that in advance, but she's cute. So And I'm going to show you how to calibrate everything as well, because I think it's kind of useful to see how you calibrate everything as well once. So first of all, we're going to hit everything off. Don't throw away these plates. They're useful to keep for others stuck around. Here's not going to be. So first, take out the vats. Put off to the side. Next, let's put the plate on here. So make sure the plate's nice and loose. This one, unfortunately, I had to sit out in the on air a little bit. So, Tasman. So I kind of just, unfortunately, some of the resin has set up, so I wasn't watching it for a little while. So make sure it's nice and loose, so everything can move pretty nicely in a second. You'll see. So all I'm really doing is just take it. The nice thing about the Rick Ferguson stuff is that it all kind of plays nice with the Frozen's hex wrenches. Whenever there's all these hex wrenches that Frozen sends you with everything, he'll be very sad if he did. Make sure this thing all moved nice and, easy. And then just put it right on mini EKS. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is you take a sheet of paper. Rick recommends doing a double-sided sheet, to place on here. My own personal opinion, I still like doing it on one-sided sheet. I like to have this thing as nice and tight as possible to it. That's me. That being said, let's follow Rick's rules, just because Rick's smarter than I am. So we're going to follow what Rick said. But I like doing one-sided for my own things. I'm going to do this later on differently. That's what Rick says. So you do it two-sided. You take a sheet of paper, you do two sides. And you go like that, put it right there. Again, make sure this is nice and loose right there. Make sure it's tightened down. We're going to the 3D printer. We're going to Tools, Z Calibration. It's going to it says make sure everything's loosened up. You hit Next. And so all the way down. Now, Z Calibration is important for every single plate that you're going to use on this setup here. There's no take longer than you want to take. But this is a very important step here. Because every single Frozen will have a different Z calibration. Perfect. Now what I like to do is I like to very gently hold down the plate. Just a little bit of pressure and tighten the screws. So they're just kind of, you don't want to grill everything tight. It's kind of making just gently tight around everything. And the idea is that this way the printer knows where the 0 is. So then when it goes all the way down, it knows how to get to the first level, or the first layer should be at. And if you start having prints ever start failing, because, every printer has failed prints. I don't care how nice a printer you buy. All my printers have veil prints. Even my Racket Shape Pro 20, even my Dentifat Sega, they get veil prints. Any printer company that tells you they don't get veil prints is lying to you. Always check your Z calibration after you clean out your bats. That's just always a good bet. Because, yeah. Good. So we got everything nice and tightened down. And so right now, all my printout on this thing right now would be just, surgical guides. So you might say, why do I need this many surgical guides? And you're talking about before my lecture. Well, I like this setup, honestly, just because it kind of gives you access to a lot more resins. That's just so darn nice. This is something perfect. And that's just so darn nice, honestly. It's a really pretty little setup, I think, and it just, these anodized plates are just so nice. What I look for right now, I'll make sure this thing has like a nice little bit of like, what's the word for it? I can't quite pull out, it's nice on this, rip to it. Like I'm kind of pulling a little bit, I can still pull out. But it's still grabbing on there. It has a left, what's wrong? It has a rip to it right there. It says 112, so hit done. Perfect. And now this thing is Z-calibrated. Easy, easy, easy. Now let's put on the heater. All we're going to do is just kind of just hold this one bugger down. So we just take off these two little screws right here. On one. Perfect. Perfect. It lines up all nice and easy. As you can see, I've got this thing as kind of a mess. Just tighten it down. Oh, good. And I actually looked the wrong screws them off, darn it. But oh well. That's how you do it. So, or else I had to get that rough and the screws back in my office. That's not too big of a deal. But anyway, that is how you screw this whole thing down there. So, yeah. We would next put the plates in there. Put the bat back in. Like this. Let's get lined up there, Bryce. There we go. Let these bolt on. So we're going to plug it in. I'll secondly plug in the right outlet here. There we go. Turn it on. There we go. Heating up. Pour in my surgery resin. Yes, Jasmine. And now we are ready to do our first print. Just to show you how it all was done, we've got everything set up for us here. Let's print on the file. These aren't fully heated up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, but this is surgical riyadh resin. I feel pretty confident this is going to print. Let's put the file in there. So you put the little, little thumb drive in there. 3D print. Press the file. Make sure it's the right one. Make sure it looks pretty. Hit go. Now, I personally like to sit here and kind of watch it go all the way down. Because every now and then it won't. In my opinion, it's good printer hygiene just to make sure the first darn thing line prints out. And honestly, something I like to do too is what's just before it goes out, I just run my finger along this thing to make sure it's nice and clean. You'd be amazed how many times you find out that you're like, oh my goodness, I have something that's stuck on the bottom of it. Yeah, and you will ruin a printer very quickly. And it stinks to ruin an outlet printer. It sucks to ruin not a printer doing that. Has to be higher now. So, it goes all the way down. You let your shear deep. And there we go. Now let's bring out the first layers. See it doing that. See it showing what it's doing on the bottom here. And that's how we do it. There we go. There's the first. There's their inaugural print on the number one printers my house after Mario uploads. The one we're on right now is on this is on Endymion. Haven't decided what any of these two would yet. The main Mario uploads are Endymion, Bacchus, and Orpheus. These don't really feel like a Orpheus and a Bacchus. So I'm gonna figure it out. Put it away. Okay, so it's an hour later on or so. Let's see what we got here. And got a little bit of smell. That's normal for a sprint ray. Sorry, not sprint ray. Got a surgical riyadh resin. And a nice pretty blue. And that looks really pretty. Perfect. So yeah, this is what's nice with Rick Ferguson's plates. Hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye.